Hello, Mr. Michael. Today I'm going to try to redo my presentation about hurricanes by Anna Sexton, but I want to warn you that I may not be so fluent and may have forgotten the parts about the poem because it's been a long time since I read it and I don't really have the best memory. But let's go. Let's try to do this. Uh, what I will be going on about the overview of the poem, the analysis, and final thoughts. I will be going on about the poet and similar poets. Overview of the poem. It has three stanzas, repeating final lines, darker tones, and nature elements. It's consists of uh, witches and supernatural themes like that. In our kind, Anna Sexton presents three different female figures: a witch, a housewife, and a woman facing execution, to explore what it means to live outside society's expectations. Each figure represents a woman who is misunderstood, judged, or rejected. Through imagery and repetition, Sexton shows how women who do not follow society are often labeled as strange or dangerous. By repeating, "I have been her kind," the speaker ultimately embraces this outsider identity rather than rejecting it. Literature devices. Uh, uh, I believe this was the part that I have to go on about the poem. So let's go. I couldn't find my original notes, so I'm going to try to go on about it through my past video that he didn't have the audio. I believe I first have to read the poem. I have gone out, a possessed witch, hunting the black air, braver at night. Dreaming evil, I have done my hitch, over the plain houses, light by light. Lonely thing, 12-fingered, out of mind. A woman like that is not a woman quite. I have been her kind. I have found the warm caves in the woods, filled them with skillets, carvings, shelves, closets, silks, innumerable goods. Fix the suppers for the worms and the elves, whining, rearranging the disaligned. A woman like that is misunderstood. I have been her kind. I've ridden in your cart, driver. Waved my nude arms at the villages going by. Learning the lesson, bright rose, however, where your where your flames still bite my thigh, and my ribs crack where your wheels wind. A woman like this, not ashamed to die. I have been her kind. Okay, so let's analyze this poem. I have gone out a possessed bitch. I took notes, so I'm going to use them very much. Like I said, I don't really remember all the details. So let's start. Not a literal witch, but as portrayed as one to people of that time as a speaker is somewhat rebellious and different from the rest. They put on a label of witches to ones that are not traditional and dependent. Yeah, so this is the times when people still don't consider women to be equal to men, and they don't really have the rights men have. So they're seen as a lesser beings, and Anna Sexton, who's someone that's has helped so much on start of the feminism act. Uh, with this poem shows how it troubles them and how they deal with it. I want to see my other notes. Uh, Hunting the black air, braver at night. Air is not something that can actually be hunted for. It's neither a human or. I've taken some notes about the use of metaphors, similes, and other kinds of uh, literary devices. So I wrote those as notes as well. Uh, there's a simile here, and there's a B repetition there. Let's go on. Light by light, plain houses. Lonely thing, 12-fingered, out of mind. The witch isn't actually a deformed creature, she is also human. However, judged for their unusual appearance and thoughts. Uh, I can't really put on much of a commentary here. I found the warm caves in the woods. That's a good part. Not real caves. There are metaphors used to showcase her newfound part of herself under a roof. This line here starts to display her figure as a housewife. Yeah, so like I said before, this poem represents her in three different ways. One of them being witch, the other one being the housewife, and the other one being is a woman who's about to be executed. How do we understand that this is a housewife? And the shift of tone. It says that I found the worn caves in the woods and filled them with skillets, carvings, shelves, closets, silks, innumerable goods, like the things that a woman uses to take care of the house, take care of their family, and help them get stabilized. So we understand it's how it's different from the other witch, different from the witch that we have talked about before, because here it's talking about how it's lonely and it's different and outcast by society. Here it says that it has found somewhere warm, somewhere it can stay, somewhere it belongs. Let's move on. Skelet's carving shells, like I said, the symbol. Innumerable goods, it's a hyperbole. To create perfect home for the times, American dream lifestyle used to give feeling of pressure. Yeah. Fix the suppers for the worms and elves. Given importance to creatures like this while actually talking about doing household chores. Yeah. The worms and the elves could also be interpreted as the family members that do not respect the woman we are talking about here, or the housewives at the other houses, are written in your cart driver. A tool used to transport her to the afterlife. Cartier symbolizes her execution and inevitable death. Yeah. So right now it changes to a woman who's about to be executed. Uh, Here it says, "I ridden in your car, driver." So someone have found her and is taking her to the guillotine and going to behead her. With my nude arms at villages going by. Here I interpret it as nudity is something uh, make something that makes people pure and makes them feel innocent. It was what I believed, so I took notes about that. Yes, nudity is used for innocence.